Hey guys, it's the Strong Boys 19 here. So this is my first album review for one of the biggest calamities of 2012 so far for the metal world. So I'm going to do the album review on Slave to the Game from the band named Emmure. For those who don't know the band Emmure, they're a New York deathcore band that was formed in the early 2000s, and this is also a video response to Daughter of Vampires review on Emmure's new album. So yeah, okay, what do I think of Emmure's new album Slave to the Game? This is one of the biggest disappointments of metal I've heard for 2012. So I was one of the people that really despised this album. I really did not like this album at all. And there's a lot of reasons why I didn't like this album at all. So I listened to the whole album on Spotify, and I decided to check the album out after Daughter of Vampires review, and my entire life was being wasted by listening to Emmure's new album. Slave to the Game is a huge disappointment. If you are a big fan of this band, and if you bought Emmure's new album, good on you, fair play. We all have different tastes of music. I know there's been a lot of other deathcore bands out there, you know, like Suicide Silence, for example, and other deathcore bands. You know, deathcore is the subgenre of death metal, but I prefer death metal more than deathcore myself, so all of the songs on this album are just really boring, and there's been a lot of track references on this album, and I think two of the songs are basically like weird introductions or something like that. And the first track was Insert Coin, and then it leads to the brutal music, and the music for this album is just really boring and extremely repetitive as it goes along. And don't get me wrong, the sound of the instruments was pretty cool. I mean, the sound of the electric guitar was pretty unique. I thought it was cool. And the sound of the drums was also pretty good as well. And even the vocals, you know, with the deep growls and all. So the whole album is just brutal, but I just really couldn't get into this album a lot. And I apologize to those people who are big fans of this band. So, like I said, the sound of the instruments was pretty good. However, the music was nothing special to me at all. I mean, there's just a lot of deep growls from the vocalist, and sometimes you get to hear some clean vocals are just like shouting and chanting type of clear vocals at the same time while the heavy music was playing. I just didn't like this album at all, and I was just surprised when I listened to the whole album on Spotify. So, in all fairness, I think Emmure is, in my opinion, one of the most boring metal bands I've heard in all my life already. Anyways, the whole album is really nothing special to me at all, like I said earlier in the review. And if you like Emmure, then you will probably buy this new album. I would rather listen to better 2012 albums that have been released this year, such as Lamb of God's new album and Cannibal Corpse's new album and Soulfly's new album. That's just basically my review for Emmure's new album, Slave to the Game. And I will give the album 1.5 stars out of 5. And it isn't the worst album of 2012 that I've heard this year, but it's one of the baddest metal albums I've heard so far. So, thanks for watching. Rate, comment and subscribe if you want to. And I'll keep you posted for more videos really soon. So, rock on guys.